Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Will Photo, your bananas, the banana in your kitchen's fruit bowls. From your uncle's doorknobs. I'm your uncle's doorknobs, Locke's favorite photographer. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Will Photo, and I'm your uncle's Locke's favorite fucking shit. Fuck. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Will Pullman. I'm your uncle's doorknobs, Locke's favorite photographer. So let's get started. Obviously, as you can tell, I'm still doing the stupid intros. My walls look sick now, so my prints came in. We don't have the donkey or the llama anymore. We're going full car theme. And I also turned on this lamp and this little, it's a salt lamp, I think. Anyway, today, I actually printed out, well, okay, so first, alright, well, remember in my first video when I said I have something coming and I told you about this? Well, the thing coming was this. This is a book I made. It's a one of one. I don't plan on making any others, but basically it's a little portfolio book of my past 2 months of work. I wanted to go through and show that to you guys. I also thought it would be cool to show you like where I started and what inspired me to get to where I am, because it's been a long journey. I literally just looked at one of the first pictures I remember taking, and I'll even show you the camera that I took it on, and it's from 2013. This picture was printed out in 2013. In 2020, it's going to be about 7 years since I took that photo, which is just honestly crazy to me. So I figured it'd be really cool to show that picture, show some work from this book, which is my first Photoshop stuff, and just show you a bunch of my old work and how I've progressed, and then show you where I'm at right now. It inspires me, and I also wanted to inspire someone else who's like at a point in their photography or at a point in any of their art where they're like, yo, I think I could be better than this, but I'm just not. It's not turning out the way I want it to. Like, dude, keep pushing. Like, don't stop trying, because I started doing the stupidest shit and now I'm doing the dopest shit. And I thought this stuff I was doing way back then, 7 years ago, was the coolest stuff ever. It made me into the artist I am today. So keep going. Don't stop if you want something, because hard work beats talent when talent stops trying. So without further ado, let's get into it. I figured I probably should start with this book. I'm gonna make sure I'm recording still. I am. The first one, I'll just show you first. So I photoshopped myself doing a front flip off of a ramp in my front yard. You can see I was really young. I remember doing this. I jumped off that ramp and had like a cannonball, took 2 other pictures, and then sprinted inside, put them all in Photoshop, and then just twisted myself around in the air. That's 2012. That was in 2012, because I didn't know how to take the date off of the camera. This is me in 2012. Around that time, I was snowboarding, and I had some cool pictures of me snowboarding, and I thought it would be cool to turn myself upside down to make it look like I was doing a flip, and then I made a Burton ad, heads will be turned. And I'm doing a flip. I'm obviously standing up in this, dude. Like, but it's pretty cool, actually. However old I was, 14, 15 maybe. That's one of the ads I made. This is the other ad I made. Locals will grow bigger. That's back when I wanted to become a professional snowboarder. So this is all Photoshop stuff. I don't even understand what I was thinking, because I skateboarded too in the past. I have old videos which I could probably go through and watch on this channel, which would be pretty funny. But I could do some tricks, so I knew how to kickflip. But I decided to do a kickflip and then erase the skateboard and put in a fingerboard I'm doing the kickflip on. Then I also added a suitcase in my hand. I was going for like a little trip, and I decided to skateboard and do a kickflip on my trip. But hey, I mean, it looks pretty good. Oh man, this one's pretty good. One of my brother's friends is hanging from the sea. My brother's, he's getting burnt right in the crotch by that fireball. This one's me. I dove off the top of that, and then there's my friend John riding his bike into the sun. So these are really old, but it's something that like I can look back on forever and be like, oh, this is where I started, because now the edits that I do, like without any of the knowledge that I built in here and built through all of this garbage work, like I wouldn't have that. And I wouldn't have any of the work that I have now. So that's one piece of work. So a little bit after that, because that's from like 2012. It's back when I was shooting on this. So that like little flip picture was taken on this camera. It's a 7.2 megapixel camera. Like this is what I started on. Nothing's impossible. After that, I got my first SLR. Not a DSLR, because DSLR stands for digital single lens reflex. An SLR is a single lens reflex, which is a film camera. You put film in it and you expose the film and then you develop it. I first got the camera, took the camera out, and I had some flowers in front of my house. When you're a young photographer, you shoot literally anything you can see. Like the concept of shooting a ladybug that was walking across the concrete is there. Like you're just photographing anything you can see. So there were some flowers outside of my house. There happened to be a bumblebee on it. And I took this photo. And in all honesty, like I consider this to be like an iconic photo for me, because this is like one of the photos that started this whole journey. This picture, along with a few other ones, are very important and crucial to my journey. So along with this picture, I found this little book, and it's got a bunch of other photos in it. Another one that I like a lot, I went to Niagara Falls when I was younger, and I shot that. So this is another photo that just really means a lot to me. I shot that on an iPhone 5C, like the colored ones, the little plastic colored ones, that's what I shot that on. Along with these photos, I shot those on an iPhone 5C. So at that point, all I've been shooting on was an iPhone, and finally got a DSLR. I don't have that camera anymore. I actually had to sell it to buy my second camera, which I don't have anymore, to sell it to buy the Sony I have right now. When I had that camera, I was taking pictures like this. So like my brother and my dad, some more. These are my dad jumping off stairs. I wanted to test out a fast shutter speed. I taught myself how to use the camera, got really good at it. Then I started my next journey, which was photography on Instagram. First thing that I could think to do was just take pictures of anything and everything. And that's what I was doing for a while. I was posting all those pictures on the internet. And then I really found what I wanted to do, which was photograph people. So I started like reaching out to models, like, hey, let's shoot. I wanted to be like a really good portrait photographer in the Cleveland area, and I wanted to shoot all these different people and all these different models, and I did. These are some of my favorite pieces of work that I did because they were hung up on my wall. First off, before I show these pictures, like I want to say like to anyone who was in one of these photos or anyone who helped me like make one of these photo shoots happen, thank you, because without that I wouldn't have learned anything and I wouldn't be here. So this first one is of one of my buddies, actually, Mike Renegade. I love this photo because like the white, just all the contrast of it is just perfect. This one is of one of the models that I shot. Her name was Molly. This one was actually really cool because when I took this was just grass. So I photoshopped in all those leaves. This is Maya. So me and her worked a lot together. Another one of Mike Renegade. I like this one a lot. Inside the square is color and outside is black and white. Alright, so now that we went through all of my previous work, my beginnings, I want to show this book that I have just made.